Let's get started by making a beautiful fall tree that lights up at night. And it's backed by popular demand and requests of my family that I make another one. So just pick a branch off a large tree in your yard and take all the leaves off of it and just kind of trim it down to your basic tree looking branch. I picked up a few oak branches from Dollar Tree and I'm reusing a lot of my autumn leaves that I used on my original tree. So what I used is recycling some fall leaves from my past tree. I bought a few new branches from Dollar Tree, zip ties, and I did order off of Amazon fairy lights that are solar. So I start off by fluffing up a few branches, and then just on basically the end of each branch, I attach a branch with 2 zip ties. I start off with just making sure that every branch on my tree has a branch of fall leaves attached to it, just on the ends of each branch. I have a few of these leaves that have a very long wire attached to them already. They're really neat. They have about an 8-inch wire or so on the end, and you can use it to wrap around the branch, attach additional fall leaves, and also they can stick out like a little mini branch off the tree. So it really fleshes out the tree nicely. Well, it's a little tough to see what's happening here, but I'm just holding a leaf to the tree and wiring it on with the end of that wire that's holding an oak leaf, and then I'm just wrapping it around and attaching more leaves. So just go around your tree, look for bare spots like this one, and fill it in with additional leaves. You can wire them in as I'm doing here. You can zip tie additional branches along the stem. And I also used on top of the zip ties, I just put a little dab of hot glue on top of the zip ties, and I would just attach an oak leaf here and there just to hide the zip tie. So just continue to look for bare spots and wire in additional fall leaves. Just moved inside. It was so crazy hot I couldn't take it outside anymore. So we moved the project in, and now I'm just trying to cover up all those zip ties with fall leaves. I'm just hot gluing right on the zip tie and then attaching a leaf. We'd love to have your support by subscribing to our channel, and then in the comment section, if you would just put a leaf emoji there, that would be awesome. Thank you. I just noticed a big bare spot right on the trunk of my tree, so I'm just adding an additional branch. So now I'm going to add my long string of fairy lights. It's on a copper string and they are solar. So I just kind of unfurl, I don't know, like a foot or two at a time, and then I start wrapping it on the branches. For the amount of effort that this project involves, which is minimal, the outcome is fantastic. And I'm just finishing up the wiring here, and I just put the solar cell at the bottom. Just leave enough slack so you can put the solar cell in the window so it can recharge. And I'd like to add a little something sweet at the bottom. I have these little birds. I used one before, so I'm just using it again. And I'm just going to add a little pumpkin too, just to make it look more fall-like. I can't decide where to put this little autumn tree. It looks good in so many places. You can put it in the house in some awkward spot where nothing else fits. As long as it's close to a window, you can just put the solar cell in the window. Tried it out in a number of spots. I thought, hey, you know what? It looks half decent by the fireplace too. And I have a window there so it can recharge. For a brief moment, you can actually sort of see how pretty the colors are here. And of course, it looks great out front of my house. I think I may have to make another tree. I added a few of these sweet little birds. I think they're just perfect. So I hope you take my word for it. It looks beautiful at night, really glowing. The picture doesn't do it justice. So I hope you give it a try because it really is one of those worthwhile projects.